Welcome to the Diary of Beautician. This is your host, Shah. Tune every Sunday from 9 p.m. to listen to my podcast from the health and beauty industry via my website. My podcast is now available to download on Spotify and available to listen to on my website. I will be discussing various topics, stories, news, educational, historical content. Please head over to my website and subscribe to great monthly content sent to you as a newsletter. You can also book my services for the latest treatments from the comfort of your own home. Website address is www.shashalondon.co.uk. You can follow me on social network, Instagram at SSLondon84, Facebook Shashalondon, Twitter Shashalondon. I'm also on LinkedIn as Shashalondon. If you have any questions, feel free to send me them via social media, or you can email me at shashalondoninfo@gmail.com. So welcome back. Welcome back to everyone who has been tuning in for a number of weeks, listening to my content. I hope you guys are finding it very informative, enjoyable. For those who are joining me this week, thank you and welcome. I do various topics from my field. I'm a professional beauty therapist, so I'm going to talk about a lot of things that I've seen in the beauty industry and bring it as a topic of conversation. As I said, if you have any questions or you feel there's something I've left out, please do email me. And as I said, I'm open to hear constructive criticism from people, but also if there's anything you would want me to add in each week to discuss or find some information about something, then do feel free to email me at any time. Okay, I will try and respond back to you as soon as possible. I do have a hectic life at the moment, so I am consistent. I will email you back, but it may not be directly straight away. Okay, so let's begin. This week I am going to be talking about how to treat your acne. The dreaded acne. Yes, it's something a lot of us have suffered with at some point of time. And for others, it's new. It's it's something they've never seen before, but are currently experiencing, and it's not a nice thing to have. Okay, so are you suffering with acne right now? Are you unsure what it is, why it's there? What is acne? And really, what are the solutions to treating your acne? Okay, so for me, every Friday I like to do a day out of the week where I want people to just focus on just bearing their natural skin. Okay, so I call it Fresh Face Friday. Yay! Fresh Face Friday is just encouraging you. It's just a way of encouraging people to embrace their bare-faced skin. Whether you have some spots or acne or scarring or discoloration or pigmentation, hyperpigmentation, melasma, birthmark, porcine stain. I just want you to bear your natural face, and it's just encouraging people to love themselves. That's what it's all about. When you really look at the message I'm putting, it's about self-love. Okay, learning to love yourself, learning to look at that mirror, see your face in that mirror, and appreciating that person that's staring right back at you, which is you. Appreciating your bare skin and bearing it, and not feeling any way bearing your natural skin. So I put my face up. I try to do it every week. And I also put some information to follow it as well, or I would put information regarding Fresh Face Friday. So if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you will see it come up in the story feed or in the actual feed. Okay, and some people look at my face, and I've had people say, oh, your face is fine, you've never had any problems. Trust me, I've had my fair share of breakouts. I have not had acne. Okay, I'm not gonna start saying, yeah, I've had all of this confess stuff. No, I've not had acne, but I've had breakouts. Okay, that I just cannot stand whatsoever. When I was younger, as a teenager, I never suffered with any breakouts. I had the perfect skin. And then as I grew up and turned into my 30s, I started to have outbreaks, which is not cool because you don't want to be in your 30s and suffering with outbreak or breakouts or spots. So it's not nice. Well, especially at this age, you don't want it. No. But as a teenager, I know it's not nice because you go to school and, people are cruel and they can be, like, oh, look, look at that person's face, like, And I remember the taunts that people used to get, people used to tarnish people with, cysts on their face or acne and stuff like that, and it was just not nice. And then when they were treating it, the skin started to somewhat cave in, so there was like incandations on the skin, which kind of made the skin look, it did look unattractive. But there's not much a person can do if they're suffering with something and they're getting it treated, and that's how it was healing back. So it's tough, and I get it. It's something you just don't want. It's something you feel, I need to hide. I don't want to be about. If there's anything that I can do to put on it or over it to cover it up, then I know people are grateful for that, and that's the same with like scars and other things as well. Just to mask it with the makeup allows a person to feel like they can achieve or feel great today, you know what I'm saying, and feel like, okay, I've covered this, and I feel good today. I look normal. Yeah, that's the best way. That like I've seen and heard people like on social media, like, my face looks normal now. My face looks like it's together because I've covered up my imperfections. And it's again, as I said, these things happen to many, 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 many of people, and from all walks of life, whether you're young or whether you're old, it has affected somebody. And there are solutions, okay? There are treatments and products and things that you can use to help, remove or break down the acne and, get your skin back on par. So, story time, just a little story. As you know, who listens every week knows I like to do a little story. And these are all true stories. So these are all stories that's happened where I've met somebody and, through my line of work, and or just me out and about my day-to-day living. So this was me. I was on the underground. This was many years ago. And if anyone's been on the underground, it's like nobody likes to talk to nobody. No one wants to give eye contact on underground. It's like a place where everyone's just looking in their phone or they're looking into the newspaper, trying to avoid any eye contact. And it's kind of sad because it's one of those places where you can see it's like a mist. It's a sea of miserable, sad. You can see some people with uptight people underground, and I don't know. I just remember. I remember like before we had the technology age. Gosh, I'm showing my age now. Everybody would talk, or someone would talk to you, and there was more of a better environment. Like, is it an environment? Let's just say there was just a better ambience underground. Underground wasn't so intense like now. Now it's like everybody's just intense, angry, miserable, no eye contact. But when I'm underground, I always like to look around. I always like to, look at my surroundings, like who's around me, and and then they usually have like above the person's head, like these are all advertisements. So I always look up and look at the advertisement, or I'm looking at the map. But anyway, this young lady came on the train, and as she came on the train, I looked at her face, and I don't mean to, but it's just one of those things when you're a beautician, or you always just looking at people, but not in a rude way or a bad way. It's just thinking, oh, okay, I can do that. I can work. I can, I can treat that. I can help her with, or him or her with that. So, yeah, this young lady came and sat down in front of me, and I could see that her skin was, she had various different sizes of acne over her face, and she had used like a real thick, kind of dense amount of makeup on her face just to cover it up, um, which is a shame, as I was saying earlier on, because of the imperfections and what they're experiencing. Then most women and men too tend to use makeup just to cover up, to feel like you know they look like themselves again, if you get what I mean. So I was just looking, and I was like, okay, various sizes. Her skin seems to be quite oily as well. And then there was like various little tiny ones, little pustule spots as well, some pimples. So I can see her face was going through it, and she seemed confident. She seemed, um, well together young lady. So she saw that I was looking at her. She's thinking, okay, why is this woman looking at me? And I'm looking. Thinking, oh no, I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. So me being me, I went over just to break the awkwardness, because it looked like a little bit awkward for her. Well, yeah, for myself as well. And I went over and I just handed her my business card, and I said, hi, my name is Shireen. I am a beauty therapist. I do mobile work, and I would love to treat your skin to one of my amazing facials. So she looks at me and she started to laugh. She's like, okay. She said, for a minute, I thought you was gonna move to me. Oh my gosh. Basically she thought I was gonna chat her up. No. Oh no. I like my men. So we had a laugh. But it was a great yeah, it was funny, it was very funny. But yeah, so carry on talking. So she was talking to me about her skin, and I said, okay, what I would advise, because I know she's like, I had to get off soon, so I said to her, look, see your GP first, get them to treat the acne, because it's acne that you have. And there's various of sizes. I believe some of them are cysts and some of them are just of a spot. And once you get your treatment done from your general practitioner, then seek me out if you want to. I mean, if you get the treatment from your GP and it works and you don't feel you need to have a facial, then fine. But if you see your GP and they treat it, and they get the cysts down, and get rid of all the infection inside those cysts and stuff like that, and you got your skin somewhat in a better place than it is today, then you choose to have a facial, do reach out for me, because I would love to do your facial. There's so much things that we can discuss and go over and recommend for your skin. So she took my card, my business card, and then that was it. So as I said, usually when I hand them out, some people never contact me back. I never hear from them again. Thanks, guys. And then there's others who generally, reach out, which is fantastic, because they're my clients, which is great. So yeah, I didn't hear from her that year, but then the year later, on social media, I got a DM, and that's on Instagram, so you get a DM, and someone said, hi, I met you on the tube a year ago. You handed me your card. And usually when I get the DM, sometimes I look at the messages, and you get some really random people inboxing you some random things, but this was a genuine message. And obviously I remembered this what happened, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow, she actually seeked me out. So that was really, really cool. I was like super excited that she remembered me. And yeah, I went to her home and went through consultation. Our beauticians, aka beauty therapists, always do your consultation. Do the consultation, and I was able to, have a look at her skin, go through what's going on with her life, what's been advised from the GP, and as I saw that the medication that they've given her has helped Lance, so bring the cysts down, and the spots as well. But what happened now is the skin was still producing a lot of oil, and the medication that was given to her had created the skin to be slightly a little bit tight as well. It's a little bit irritated, so her skin has become sensitive, or sensitized to certain things, because she says she's using various things from local high street like pharmacies, or and the stuff has irritated her skin. So it was really just kind of having that consultation always just kind of helps me to understand what's the best course of treatment for her. Okay. And for her, it was really just beginning with a facial. It wasn't about having a mechanicalized treatment. Anything I did incorporate is using a light system, which helps stop the new acne coming forward, or any spots coming forward. So it's like a mask. I think a lot of you guys may know what it is. It's like a mask, and it has like a blue or a red or a yellow light, and you place it over the client's face, and it just allows the light to reflect into the skin and help with any sort of any more outbreaks or acne or pustule spots appearing on the skin. So that was the only treatment that I was recommending on the electrical front, because as I said, her skin was sensitive, and I think having just a physical, so just me doing a hands facial, just introducing it to her and finding the right products for her will help her on her way. So it took us about 6 to 7 months to literally get her face like super nice and even, and it was a journey, because remember, like, even though I'm treating the skin, the young lady had to do her work at home, so eating right, hydrating herself, taking care of herself, and again, following up with my treatment, then equally she's doing right by her skin, right? um I can do I can only do so much, and this is what people need to understand. There's only so much people can do, but you ultimately need to take charge of yourself. So so 6 7 months, we got her skin nice and even, nice and hydrated, supple. She was super excited. She was posting pictures every week on social network, which was fantastic, and I was just super proud of her. So it can be done. It can be, it can work out for you. And I've heard cases where people have had gone to their GP and they've given them stuff, and it's really, inflamed their face. Like, it's worked for, say, for 3 months, and then it's changed. And sometimes it's probably the strength of the medication that they've given you doesn't work, and they may need to reduce it or increase it. It again, it depends on the individual and how the doctor is treating you. So yeah, that was the story. And again, as I said, with acne, it can be a hindrance, it can be a botheration, and it's something that it's not nice. It's not nice to have or experience. And acne itself comes in various shapes and sizes, depending on on the person. Okay, it comes in. People thinking, oh God, acne is just this big thing. They can be big, but they can also be small as well, and they can be painful. Yeah, they can be really painful. So just to break down, because a lot of people are not sure what is what, and what type of acne is. Acne comes in different shapes and sizes, as I'm saying. So you've got whiteheads, They class that as acne as well. Blackheads, pustule, papules, and cysts, okay? And they've got nodules as well. So there's various types of acne. The common ones that we tend to associate with acne is the cyst or the pustule, which you also call like pimples, okay? So the cysts and the pustule usually the cysts are quite large. They can go up in size up to size of a 5 pence piece, and can be very painful. It has growth literally underneath the skin and then also on top of the skin. So if you've tuned in some weeks ago, listen to my skin care episode, you'll see on top like epidermis layer, so that's the top layer of the skin, so that's the part we can all see visibly with our eyes. Then you got the acne going under the skin, which is what we can't see. We can feel it if we kind of put our hands around the cyst, but it's literally rooted inside there. And sometimes it will be filled with sebum and pus, okay, and also a combination of your blood as well. Yeah, I know it's a bit gross, but it is what it is. Again, that's the same with the pustules that are called pimples. Again, they're slightly smaller in size. They can start out from the size of a pinhead all the way up to a pea size, and can be really painful and show up on the front of the, so on the top of the surface of the epidermis layer, filled with sebum, you know, pus, and sometimes can be a bit of blood as well. So yeah, there's various types of acne. There's various type, and again, blackhead usually comes under different, and also whitehead. So blackhead, if you don't know, those are open pores. So they're like melated black dots on you usually see on the nose. Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows, but you see your blackheads usually around your nose area. It's a little black, tiny pinhead size on your nose, and that is where your pores have become clogged. Okay, and they call that open pores. So the pores are open, they're clogged up, and they're, you know, black little spots on the nose. Okay, then you got your whiteheads. Okay, so sometimes again the whiteheads can go around the forehead, around the side of the cheeks, around the nose, and they are closed, and they are, you can see them little white spots that typically, sometimes they raise on the surface, sometimes they're flat, but yeah, they are noticeable. And again, they're just clogged with sebum, and they're quite thin as well. So yeah, you can get to those as well if you having a facial. Okay, so what are the causes of these of having acne? And here are some of the causes. We've got lifestyle. Okay, so how you're eating, what you're drinking, all these things play a part to the causes of your acne. Lack of hydration, again, what you're drinking, or the amount of not drinking, you know what I mean, what you are not, the amount of fluid you're intaking. Are you taking enough, or you're taking too little? Poor hygiene. So again, are you washing your hands? Are you, you know, changing your pillowcases, things like that? Are you, you know, using makeup brushes and things like that, but you're not washing them? Okay. Overuse of makeup. So some makeups are acne causing. Okay, so just be careful what makeup products you're using, and it's always good to speak to the makeup artists and just say to them, you know, does this makeup clog my pores? I must find out the name for the actual ingredient or the thing to look out for the makeup, but I'll get back to you that later. Using the wrong products as well can also create breakouts or acne as well. So kind of finding out finding out from your skincare therapist, your beautician, or your beauty therapist, and finding out what type of skin type you are, and then getting the right products for geared towards your skin. Puberty is another one. Puberty is where, again, hormones changing. You're going through your next development in life as a young adult, or just an adult, and your hormones are going all over the place, like even like through pregnancy and things like that, can create acne. And what I didn't say was acne can also happen not just on the face, but it can also happen over the body as well, like the chest and the back. It does happen. Also, medication can create spots or acne on the skin. Yep, it's not unheard of. And yeah, usually sometimes if something's going on internally, so if you're ill, if there's some type of condition formulating inside, it can reflect on the external, with your skin. So again, if you're going through something like a condition or illness, it can reflect on the skin. Okay, so when I like to try and give solutions to these things, because it's always good to find a way to help deal with what you're suffering with, because it's just not nice, and there's just so many solutions, but this is some of the solutions I thought would be really good. So treating your acne, how do you treat with your acne, and how to stop suffering in silence? So get it treated, see your GP. So that here in the UK, we have our general practitioners, our doctors, and head on down to your GP, make an appointment, let them assess your skin, and then they will, refer you maybe to a dermatologist, or maybe they themselves may recommend some type of medication or some type of cream or topic steroid or something to help treat your acne. It may take some time, and I mean it literally will take some time, so maybe to like 3 to 6 months or even a year, depending how bad the acne is. They will go from there. You can also see a herbalist. Okay, a herbalist may recommend using something more natural, and also may say to you, you may need to detox. So detox the body from certain foods or things like that. Beauticians, myself, again, we will do, as I said, the consultation, advise you on the right products and treatments to have based upon your actual your experience, and using the right makeup. Again, this is what I wanted. So what you need to look for in the makeup is finding makeup that is non-comedogenic. I can never say that word. There's always these words that are just a mouthful. So non-comedogenic, comedogenic. I think that's what it's supposed to say. Like, yeah, yeah, non-comedogenic makeup. So again, go into your makeup stalls or shops and just saying to them, I have oily skin and I don't want nothing clogging my pores. So can you recommend me the right foundation or product that doesn't deal with blocking my pores and making my skin feel heavy, and stuff like that. And the makeup artist should know exactly the right product to use on your skin. And also you doing your research as well. Again, we have the internet, so research. It's all there. Just look for it, okay? Make sure your makeup tools are clean regularly. If you're not cleaning these things, again, they can create breakout spots and acne, and you don't want that. So always clean your tools regularly. And if you're not haven't got the time for it, then just buy a new set. And then if you said I haven't got the money for it, then clean your brushes. Clean them, clean them, clean them, because you're just applying more dirt back into your skin, and that's what you don't want to create havoc on your skin. Stay hydrated. So keep on hydrating the body. The body requires as much hydration as possible. I'm not saying oversaturate yourself to the point where you're just feeling like, oh, I'm filled with fluid. No, what you want to do is stay hydrated, okay? Throughout the summer, throughout the winter, throughout all season, stay hydrated. The body loves to be hydrated, okay? And that will reflect on your skin. Again, changing your diet. So if you're having a really poor diet, eating a lot of fatty foods, eating foods that are high in sugar and carbohydrate, hydrates, those things can create havoc on the skin if you're not bringing some sort of balance in your diet. Okay. So, and I don't like the word diet, you guys know, it's just, change your lifestyle, change it, because the way that you're eating can reflect on your face. Okay, there's various of recipes, there's nutritionists out there who are fantastic that can run you a great meal plan from Monday to Sunday, that works for you. Maybe you could probably need like a food intolerant test as well, because what I'm noticing, a lot of people are becoming allergic to certain foods, and sometimes these foods can be creating havoc internally. So again, having that test run by your GP, or if you got private money, you could go privately. Okay, changing your pillowcase. Okay, one of those things that people kind of fall asleep on. So, you're laying your head down at night, your face is on the pillow. Again, changing it regularly, always changing your pillowcase, right? I would say weekly, because anything after that, it's a done deal. If you're wearing a lot of makeup, again, if you're out and about in an environment like London, that's very, environmentally not friendly, with all the fumes and smoke and this and that, you need to change your pillowcase weekly, okay? You will benefit. Mobile phones as well on your face. Again, 9/10 of the time, a lot of us are not thinking about, we've got our hands in our phone all the time, and that phone is going back on our face. So the where you are holding the phone in that particular space of your ear and your cheek, you usually know that person's holding their phone right there, and there's the reason why you're having these sort of spots or acne formulating in that area. So clean your phone, clean it, or put it on loudspeaker, or get yourself an earpiece. Okay, using the right product for your skin type. So again, finding out from your beauty therapist, aka beautician, find out from her or him what products are good for your skin type. So find out what your skin type is, and when you know what your skin type is, then you can go to the shop or you can buy offline the products geared towards your skin type. Okay, because we're not all gonna have the same sort of skin type. That person over there may be oily. That person over there may have a combination of skin. So maybe the person's got a little bit of oily and a little bit of dry skin. However it is, you got to find which avenue is yours, what skin type is yours, so you can buy the right products geared towards your skin type. Because what will happen is, if you buy the wrong one, I've seen it, you buy the wrong product that's not geared for your skin, it changes the dynamics of your skin. So where you want to see an improvement, you start to see hindrance, which are breakouts or acne, or the skin becoming over oily. 1 minute you're drying and you're really, really oily, or your skin's really, really drying out. So again, find out from your beautician or beauty therapist what is the best product for your skin type, okay? Because we're not all the same. Washing your hands, simple. Washing your hands before you go and put it on your face is a must, okay? Because all of that stuff going on your hands, from your hands onto your face, could create havoc, okay? So washing your hands, simple, absolutely simple. Now, some of you are thinking, oh, some of these things are hard to do, some of these things are hard to maintain. No, they're not. They're really not. If you want to see improvement, if you want to see your results of these things going, then you have to take this very serious, okay? You've got to treat your body like a temple and take care of it. And only you can do it. No one else can do it, I'm afraid, okay? And it will require time. There's not going to be a quick fix. If anybody's claiming there's a quick fix, then no. No. It takes time. With everything, it takes time. And you have to find the time. Yes, find the time to take care of your skin, okay? And treat your acne. So I hope I have given you as much information as possible about acne. I may revisit this conversation again. This is probably going in depth a little bit more about it. But again, if you have any questions, if you felt that I've left something out entirely, again, message me. I'm more than happy to add it in on a next, on another podcast. And if you have any concerns about your skin, if you want to book my services, again, email me at shashalondoninfo@gmail.com and I will respond to you as soon as possible. Again, if you want an appointment, head on to my website www.shashalondon.co.uk, and as I said, I'm on social network. Okay, so thank you everyone for tuning in this week, and I hope to see you guys or hear from you guys again next week, or tune in next week and hear from you. Tune in next week. Take care.